Hi everyone and welcome back. I hope if you joined me for the meditation this morning, you have had a wonderful, peaceful day and you are now ready to slow it all down with a little bit of gentle yoga. So at the end of the day, I love to just take some time to stretch and breathe it out. It's so good for your nervous system, for your sleep, as always for your physical health and your mental health. I often believe that just having a good stretch just brings your whole life together. So tonight is just going to be nice and gentle, nothing too crazy, just a nice good stretch, a little bit of breathing exercises as we just kind of move a little bit, just to slow the day all down and to really look after our bodies. And when we look after our bodies, we look after our minds, and then our minds look after us. So let's get started. If you have a yoga mat, if you don't have a yoga mat, you can also just use a towel or anything you have lying around the house. And we are going to begin in a child's pose. So we're going to bring the big toes to touch at the back of the mat, sitting those hips back, taking the arms out forwards, slowly lowering the forehead down to the mat. Begin to gently close your eyes. And just taking a few deep breaths here, in and out through the nose. Just letting go of your day, not worrying about anything else that you have to do or anywhere else that you have to be. Just allowing this time for yourself. If you feel any particular tension on your body, just begin to relax and let it go. And as you begin to slow your breath down, just noticing how that allows your body to start to begin to slow down. Taking a few more breaths here, reaching those arms a little bit more forwards and taking those hips a little bit further backwards. And then staying down nice and low, let's crawl our hands over to the right hand side. Place your left hand on top of your right. And take a side stretch, trying to drop that left shoulder. Keep the left hip down. Continuing those slow, deep breaths. And then let's switch sides. Take the hands over to the left hand side. Place the right palm on top. Drop those hips back. Drop the shoulders down. And then gently coming back through center. And then let's lift up into an all fours position. Hands into the shoulders, knees underneath those hips. And we'll take a few cat-cows. So as you inhale, drop the belly, look up to the sky. As you exhale, round into your spine. Inhale, look up, arch the back. Exhale, belly pulls in, round as much as you can. A few more like that. Inhale, arch, look up. And exhale, slowly round into the spine. Last one, inhale, looking up. And exhale, rounding into the spine. Coming back to center, and then this time just taking your arms a little bit more forwards, keeping your hips high above your knees. And then trying to take that forehead down to the ground. You're now going to feel a bit of a stretch through those shoulders. If you are particularly tight and sitting at the desk, this one could feel a little bit uncomfortable. So just see how far you can get down. But this one is a great one to do at the end of the day, just to counteract all the sitting that we do on our upper body. And it really does feel good. Seeing if throughout the practice tonight that you can keep the breath in and out through the nose. This just relaxes our nervous system and allows our bodies to calm down. And then we release that posture, looking forwards and just slowly coming down onto your belly into Sphinx pose. So elbows under the shoulders, lifting the chest up, keeping the legs engaged and the core turned on. And really trying to open and broaden through the chest. Again, another great stretch for those of us that are sitting at a desk all day. Keeping those slow, deep breaths and just allowing yourself to get out of your mind and get into your body. And slowly releasing all the way down to the mat. Take those hands back underneath your shoulders, coming back to an all fours position. This time tucking the toes under and lifting your hips up to a downward facing dog. If you need, you can keep a little bit of a bend into your knees. If it does hurt your back or is a little bit tight, otherwise we try to straighten the legs, try to reach those heels down to the ground and we're pressing our palms down into the mat. Allow the neck to relax and look back. And then slowly lifting onto the tippy toes, looking forward, step your right foot forwards to a lunge position and drop your back knee down to the ground. And then pull your chest forwards as best as you can, allowing those hips to sink down. We move nice and slowly. Let's take those hands up onto the thigh for a little bit more of a deeper stretch. And then if it feels okay into your body, let's take those arms all the way up to the sky. Feeling a nice opening into the hips, sinking as far forward as it feels comfortable for your body. Then we're going to slowly take a twist to the right hand side. We open our arms up and then we wrap our left palm around the right leg and the right hand behind our hip. Opening up and gazing back over your right shoulder. Again, if you feel that you can't breathe and you've gone too deep into the posture, so if you need to just pull out a little bit, that's okay. All our bodies are different and all our bodies are different every day. Let's come back through center. Inhale, reaching those arms up to the sky. Slowly taking those hands down onto the mat and then straight into the front foot. As we pull those hips back into our half splits. You can also crawl your hands back a little further if you need. Otherwise, you could even take your left hand over to your right foot and slowly fold forwards. Again, please make sure that you're breathing. I know when it comes to stretching, this can actually be harder than any of the workouts that we do. So I do always remind everyone in our classes to breathe into it. We gently release that. We come back into our lunge. We're going to pick up the back knee, step the left foot forwards behind the right, so my legs are crisscrossed position. Really ground through those feet, and as you inhale, lengthen through the spine and look forwards. And as you exhale, forward fold. 2 more like that. Inhale, lengthen, look forwards. And exhale, fold. Last one. Inhale, look forwards. And exhale, slowly fold. Really ground into your feet, squeeze your legs together. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up and overhead. Take the left palm to the right wrist and take a little stretch over to the left hand side, feeling a nice opening down the right side, squeezing those legs together. Again, only going to a place where you can breathe and be comfortable. Let's bring it all the way back up. Slowly take those hands back down to the ground. Step your left foot back into a lunge. Step your right foot back into a plank position. Drop those knees down to the floor. Lower yourself all the way down to the mat. And tuck your toes straight and into those elbows. Find a nice cobra position. Gently lowering down, toes tuck under, and we take those hips back into our downward facing dog. Just taking 3 breaths here before we switch sides. Let's switch to the other side, lifting up onto the tippy toes, looking forwards. We step the left foot forwards to a lunge position. We drop the back knee down to the ground. To begin with, let's just pull the chest forward, sink down into those hips. When your body feels ready, we just increase the stretch by slowly bringing the hands onto the thighs and lifting the chest. And then let's begin to reach those arms up and overhead. Just taking a little bit of a lean back as you let those hips sink forwards. And then let's take a twist over to the right hand side this time. We take our right hand across to our left thigh. Our left arm wraps behind us. Sink into the lunge and gaze back over that left shoulder. Remember, if you need to pull out the pose a little bit, you can hold back or you can sink down a little bit deeper. Always make sure to listen to our own bodies. We release the twist. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, hands down to the mat, and let's pull those hips back, straightening out into that front leg. Again, options to take those hands back if you need a little bit less, or we take our right hand across and we can hold onto that left foot. Drawing yourself down. Feeling a nice stretch into the backs of those hamstrings. And we gently release that. Come back into a lunge into the front foot, picking up the back knee. Step the back foot forwards, crisscross those legs. Inhale, halfway lift, look forwards. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, look forwards. And exhale, fold. One more to go. Inhale, look forwards. And exhale, we fold. Squeeze those legs together, ground those feet. Inhale, reach those arms up and overhead. This time we take the right hand to the left wrist and we slowly lean it over to the right hand side. Feeling the hips press to the left and the arms over to the right. Inhale, back up to the center, taking those hands down to the ground. We step our right leg back to a lunge. We step our left leg back to a plank position. Let's drop those knees, lower the chest all the way down, untuck those toes. Lift up into your cobra pose, open that chest. Lower down, take the hips back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Now we're going to put that into a little bit of a flow, and we're going to move one breath, one movement. Again, linking the body and the breath helps the mind focus and stay present. If you start to find your mind wandering, you usually use train or sequence and your balance. So we really want to bring that mind and body together, one breath, one movement. Inhale, rise the tippy toes, look forwards. Slowly step your right foot forwards, drop your back knee to the ground. Inhale, reach those arms up into your lunge. Exhale, take the twist and wrap, looking back over that right shoulder. Inhale, reaching those arms back up. Exhale, hands down to the mat, pull back, straightening into that front leg, half splits. Coming back into your lunge position, picking up the back leg, step the left foot forwards behind the right. Just one halfway lift. Inhale, look forwards and slowly fold. Inhale, reach those arms up and overhead. Left hand to right wrist, take a side bend. Inhale, we come back to the center and sweep those hands down to the mat. Step the left foot back to the edge of your mat. Right foot to a plank, lower the knees down. Exhale, lower the chest. Inhale, lift and open up. Exhale, slowly take those hips back, downward facing dog for one breath. Inhale, rise to the tippy toes, look forward. Step the left foot forwards, lower the back knee down. Inhale, reaching those arms up. Exhale, take the twist, take the wrap. Gazing back over that left shoulder. Inhale, we come back through center. Slowly taking your hands down to the mat and pull those hips back, straightening into your front leg. Come back into your lunge, picking up the back leg. Step the right foot behind the left. Inhale, halfway lift. And forward fold. Inhale, reaching those arms up and overhead. We take the right palm over to the left wrist and lean it over to the right. Inhale, lift back up through center. Slowly take the hands down to the mat. Step your right foot back to a lunge. Step your left foot back to a plank. Lower those knees. Exhale, lower the chest. Inhale, open the chest up. And slowly exhale, take those hips back. 3 breaths here, and we've just got 1 more round to go. Just 1 more little flow, just to get the blood flowing, get the oxygen going, detoxing the body, keeping us in the present moment, letting your head relax. Let's go, 1 more flow to go. Inhale, lift up those heels, look forwards. Step the right foot forwards, lower the back knee to the ground. Inhale, reaching those arms up and overhead. Take the twist and gaze back over that right shoulder. Inhaling back through center. Hands to the ground, slowly pull those hips back straight and into the front leg. Coming back through center, lift the back knee up, step the back foot towards the front in our crisscross. 1 halfway lift, look forwards, and forward fold. Inhale, reaching those arms up and overhead. Left hand to the right wrist, take a side bend to the left. Inhale, reaching it back up, taking those hands back down. Step the left foot back to a lunge. Step the right foot back to a plank. Lower the knees, exhale, lower the chest. Inhale, lifting it up. Exhale, lowering down, take it back, downward facing dog. We just got 1 more side to go. Inhale, lifting those heels, look forward, step the left foot forwards, back knee down. Inhale, reaching those arms up. Take the twist, gaze back over that left shoulder. Inhale, reach the arms. Hands slowly down to the mat. Exhale, pull those hips back. Slowly come forwards, picking up the back knee, step it forwards to your crisscross. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching those arms up, right hand, left wrist, take it over to the right. Inhale, back through center, and slowly taking those hands back down. Step your right foot back to a lunge, step your left foot back to a plank. Lower the knees, exhale, lower the chest. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog, and breathe. We'll take a little break. Good job. It feels good to flow. It feels good to get onto your mat. It feels good to do something. I know every day I don't get on my mat. It's just not the same. I just don't feel the same. And my day just doesn't go the same. Let's take a breather. Let's lower those knees down, back into our child's pose. Pull those hips back. Just taking a moment here to just let yourself breathe and relax and slow down, which is why we are all here. Just gently going to lift ourselves up, and then let's take our legs out and around to the side, extending both legs out in front of us. Sitting up nice and tall, keep those legs nice and engaged. Let's reach those arms up, and then take a forward fold. Take your hands towards your feet. Just try to pull your head towards your knees as best as you can. If you can't get to your feet, you can grab your ankles, your calves, even your knees, wherever it feels comfortable for you. Whichever position you are in, try allow your neck to just release and fold forwards. So we want Try to release tension, not holding on to anything. Getting into a nice, comfortable forward fold. Allow the shoulders to relax down from the ears, unclenching the jaw. And then we're slowly going to roll ourselves back up. We're gently going to make our way back down onto the ground. So come to a laying position, keeping your knees bent, feet onto the floor, hip distance apart, hands next to the side of the body. We do a few rolling bridges. So as you inhale, lift those hips and take the arms back behind you. And as you exhale, lower the arms and lower the hips. We do 2 more like that. Inhale, lift the hips and lift the arms. Exhale, slowly lower it down. Last one to go. Lift the hips, lift the arms. And slowly lowering it down. Hug those knees into the chest. Try keep a nice long straight spine. Maybe taking a little rock side to side just to release into the lower back. Coming back through center, draw the right knee to your chest, extend that left leg long down your mat. Take the right arm out to the side and let's take it over to a twist. So left leg goes over. Trying to keep your right shoulder down and see if you can gaze over that right shoulder, maybe closing down the eyes. And again, just trying to find the most relaxed position that you can for you. As I said, for some people yoga is relaxing, for some people yoga is a little bit harder. If you are one of those people where it is a little bit harder, allow yourself to release and to relax into the pose. And don't forget to breathe. Coming back up through center. And now we hug the left knee into the chest, extend the right leg down along the mat. And we take a twist, we take the right leg over, left arm out to the side, and we gaze over that left shoulder. Again, maybe closing down the eyes as we allow the body to relax. And start to slow down a little bit more. Come back through center. Let's hug both knees back into the chest. And then we find a happy baby pose. So you're going to grab the outsides of your feet. Try to get your spine nice and long, drawing your knees into your shoulders. If you can't grab your feet, see if you can grab your ankles or behind your thighs. Or again, if it is more comfortable, just hug your knees into your chest. Just to end off, releasing through that lower back. A few slow breaths here. And then we release into our final posture, Shavasana. So we extend the legs long down the mat. Let the legs open just a little bit wider than the hips, and the toes just fall out to the side. Let the arms go a little wider than the body, palms up to the sky. Closing down the eyes and seeing if for the next few moments you can just be in complete stillness. Allowing the body to absorb everything we've just done. And allowing the body to release anything that does not serve us anymore. Beginning to feel your feet relax. Feeling the calves and the shins relax. Relaxing the front to rise and fall and keeping it nice and soft. Feeling your back flat onto the mats and allowing all tension to release. Allow your chest to open up as you breathe in some fresh oxygen. Feeling the tension melt away from your neck, your shoulders, down your arms and out the ends of your fingertips. Unclenching the jaw. And relaxing behind the eyes. Feeling full body relaxation. Allow yourself one minute of stillness. Wriggle the fingers and wriggle the toes as you bring some awareness back into your body, bring yourself back into the room. Reaching those arms up and overhead and just pointing the toes, reaching the arms, taking a nice stretch as if you're waking up for the first time in the morning. And then hugging those knees into the chest, keeping those eyes closed down. Moving nice and slowly, making your way up to a comfortable seated position, whether that be kneeling, or a cross-legged position. Sitting up nice and tall, bringing those hands to the heart center, lowering the chin down to the chest, and just taking a moment of gratitude for this practice. Gratitude for our body, gratitude for our minds, and gratitude for this beautiful community that we are moving with this week for such an amazing cause. My name is Kirsten. If you would like any more information, questions, or give me a follow on Instagram or Facebook at Kirsten Scott Health. I'd also love if you could send me a message and let me know how you found this practice, how it helped you, and I'd love to connect. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this beautiful practice. I hope you sleep really well and you feel great for the rest of the week, and I hope that you'll be calling me next week for more yoga. Namaste.